Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So in this video, what we're gonna talk about is risk less, make more money, all right? We're gonna dive into some psychological understandings of stuff, a little bit of technical information and knowledge, but some psychological stuff to help you guys think and help you guys continue to refine your skills, right? And your understanding of the game. So, with that being said, man, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to talk to a licensed financial advisor. Okay. So, when you're trading, I want you guys to understand that the name of the game is risk less, make more. Okay. There's a misconception that the only focus should be how much money can I make. That is absolutely absurd. Because I want you to think about this. If you say I want to win in life, you're also saying you want to experience loss. Because you can't win without losing. Right? No sports team is undefeated every single season and they win the championship at the end of the year. It just doesn't happen. So in order to say I want to be a champion, I want to be a winner, you're also saying that I want to experience loss. Okay? So the same goes for the stock market with trading. I want to make all this money. Okay? There's also a saying that says if you want to make 10,000, you got to be willing to lose 1,000. If you want to make 100,000, you got to be willing to lose 10,000, right? So you're never going to just win. Okay? But as long as the bigger picture, you're trending upwards, that's all that matters. Okay? So because you're never going to just win, you have to plan and prepare yourself and protect yourself from the times that you do lose. Okay? And I'm not just talking about risk management here, right? I'm talking about understanding how to really play this game, right? And be in it for the long term. So first things first, you want to be in it for the long term. That should go without saying, but I know that a lot of times people, they want to get rich today. And what do I always say? You don't get rich overnight, you get rich over time. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the iPad and I'm going to break some stuff down for you guys, right? And we're going to get into this, okay? So we have, risking less and making more money, right? So let's say that you're trading contracts that are $800 per contract, okay? $800 per contract, okay? Or you're trading SPY, if you like indexes, right? Now, currently, the contracts on SPY are how much per contract? They are about 130, okay? At the beginning of the day, they're a little bit more, and I'm talking about 0 day to expirations, okay? All right. So you're trading SPY or you're trading, stocks that have $800 contracts. So what's going to happen is you're going to make money, right? You're going to make money. Cool. You will make money. I'm not saying you're not going to make money. But your losses are going to be bigger. All right. Now, let's compare this real quick to, let's say you trade stocks with contracts $200 or less. Okay. Or you trade IWM. And let's look at IWM's contracts. IWM, they're at about $20 to $50. So let's just call it $40 per contract. Okay? And these are 0 day to expirations as well. Okay? So we have, stocks that contracts are $800 versus stocks that contracts are $200. Now, first things first, let's say you are getting 20% on these $800 contracts, right? $800 contracts, you're getting 20%. What is 20% of 800? Let's think about it. 10% is 80. So if we double that, that's 160, okay? So you get 160 in profit. All right? But now let's say you have a day where you take 2 trades and it doesn't go right, and each trade you lose 30%. Right? Times 2. Okay? Now 30% of that 800 is a little more than 160. I believe it's 185, but let me make sure. 800 times 0.3. It's actually 240. I was off. So 240. So 30% is 240. Okay? And then we multiply that by 2, right? That's almost $500. That's 480. Okay? So you're down 480. All right? Now, depending on where your account is at, this could be, put a dent in your account, right? And then on SPY, contracts are 130 each. Let's say, you're putting the same $800 into those trades, okay? Let's say you end up losing 60%, right? That's about $475, right? Down. So pretty much the same, okay? Between here and here, right? Now, 0 day to expirations, they obviously move a lot faster and things like that. So first off, understanding this whole mentality of risking less and saving more, you want to understand that if you're going to trade weekly contracts and 0 day to expiration contracts, your position size for 0 day to expiration contracts should be a little bit smaller, a percentage smaller than what you would risk on or what you would leverage on weekly contracts. Because 0 day to expirations expire today, those are highly, high risk. And so you want to leverage less of your account on 0 days. But because they're so high risk, they're also high reward, which means that you can make way more. Okay? Now, let's say that you are doing these $200 or less contracts. So let's say you get a stock and you get, let's say $150 per contract, right? $150 per con. And then let's say you put 600 in a trade. Okay? How many contracts is that? That's 4 contracts. Right? Instead of the 1 for the 800. Okay? Now, let's say that you make 50% in profit. What's 50% of 600? $300. Right? The difference between making this 20% on the $800 or this 50% on the $300 is just a matter of patience, understanding your entry, and also understanding your exit and your take profit. Okay? Let's say instead of putting up 800 on 0 days with SPY, you put up, or 600, oh no, yeah, 800 on SPY. Let's say you put up 500 with IWM. Okay? And then that's, let's say you could get 12 contracts. Okay? And with IWM, let's say you can get, easily you can get 50% on IWM. Pretty easy. So let's just say 50%. Okay? That's 250. All right? Now let's say you end up losing 50% or even 60%. Right? You lose 60%. That is a little over 250. Right? It's like 300. Okay? But that's still less than what you would be losing with trading SPY, right? But you will be able to have more contracts with IWM and stocks that are cheaper. Okay? So follow what I'm saying here. I want to make sure I'm breaking this down and you guys understand what I'm saying. There's a misconception that you need to put more money up to make more money. That's not true. I used to think the same thing. The real key is understanding your entries, okay? Your entries, and also your exits, your take profits, your areas of liquidity, okay? You don't need to get the most expensive stock contract just because you think you're going to make more money, okay? So you can actually spend less and make more money. You just have to understand how to identify these moves, okay? You just have to understand and learn how to identify these moves. Now, when I say identify these moves, what I am saying is you need to understand, obviously, how to read the charts. Now, here's the kicker, right? It sounds like, oh, it sounds easy, but one thing that I've learned is a lot of people's entries be off by 10 to 20%. Okay? It'd be off by 10 to 20%. And what I mean is a lot of times if people would have a better entry, they would be able to increase their profit by 10 to 20%. Okay? So, if you could increase your profits by 20% just by having a better entry, you don't need to invest as much money and you can still make more. Okay? So, when we're talking about that, say entries, right? Entries. Okay. So what happens is, this is what people usually do. The 30-minute or the 5-minute time frame, they're on a 5-minute time frame, right? They're getting into puts, right? The candlestick is coming down. It's coming down. We're on this candlestick. It's about to close. They take entry, right? And then what does it do? It pops back up, right? Now, they're thinking that it's going to come down here, right? This is their price target right here. They take entry right here, okay? And then what happens is they'll take this loss right here, okay? Or they'll stay in the trade, or they'll stay. And then it ends up coming in their direction and they take profit here. But what happens is this win was, let's just say it was 10%. Okay? Or even 15%. right? But what if you said, okay, I'm going to, because I know that a stock isn't going to just come in my direction, I'm going to let it come up. Then I'm going to take entry here. Instead of here, I'm going to take entry here. Then I'm going to write it down to my initial price target. And now my profit is going to be 35%. Based off of your entry alone, right? Based off of your entry alone. So this is what I mean when I say you want to risk less and make more. You just want to become a much more precise trader. And the way you do that is by disciplining yourself to put up less money in the beginning so that you can learn how to find bigger moves. Once you learn how to find bigger moves, that's when you can start increasing your position sizes, right? But you want to ask yourself, right? This is a very important question to ask yourself. What is my average drawdown? Okay. What's my average drawdown? Once you understand what your average drawdown is, what you want to do is you want to start becoming more patient. Okay? Becoming more patient. And then whenever you're usually about to take entry, you wait. Then the stock will go in the opposite direction. And then when you would have been down 15, 20%, that's when you take entry. So you take entry at old drawdown level. Okay? You take entry at your old drawdown level where you would have been down 20%. That's when you take entry. And then you'll be able to increase your profits. Okay? Just like that. So it's not about how much money you could put in a trade. The market is going to reward you for your precision. Okay? It's going to reward you for your precision. That's what it's going to do. Okay? So, once again, risk less, make more by becoming more precise, and then learning how to find bigger moves. Once you learn how to find bigger moves and you understand what your average drawdown is, and then you wait a little bit longer for where you would enter, and then you let the stock go in the opposite direction, aka the retest, then you take your entry. That's when you're going to be able to get an extra 15 to 20% out of every single trade. All right? So I hope that this video helped. If it did, let me know in the comments, okay? If you want to come trade with us, be sure to click the link in the description and we will help you, right? We'll help you trade. We'll help you make more money. We'll help you get better in the market, all of that good stuff, all right? And like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live, all right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry, all right? Y'all have a great day. I'm going to see you guys on tonight's live. All of y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.